Welcome to South Harmon. Welcome to South Harmon. Hey, welcome to South Harmon. We glad you here today. Another AMA. Ask me anything. Super chat is cool if you wanna pay to play. Like and subscribe, that's what we really appreciate. Let me introduce you to the tear down king. Mike McNutty, ask your questions, he'll answer anything. ATM, you know Adam, put them graphics on the screen. Glad you tapped in now, stay tapped in for the team. Hey, everything is posted. Go follow the socials. South Harmon FF tag us if we get noticed. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today. Another AMA. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today.
Family, what's popping? What's popping? What's popping? Mike, what's popping, my brother?
Oh, it's Friday night, you know.
It's Fizzle Friday, Playboy.
Another week in the books.
That's it.
A long work week. Unwind here. A little vodka.
That's it, man.
Hey,
listen.
Fizzle Friday, man. I'm starting my weekend off great.
Hey, you know it's a marathon, man. So we ain't crossed the finish line yet, but this since episode 1, I gotta do it right for the people, man. We're gonna pop something nice. Too. You know, we're gonna sip good tonight. We're gonna sit back. And we're gonna have a good time, man. So
what you got over there?
This is some Bel Air Lux, man. I usually I would say the good rosé in the fridge for the finish line one. You know, we're gonna sip on this $35 bottle one tonight, you know. But
how is it, man?
It's cool. I'd rather drink the white bottle, honestly, but the pink ain't bad. Pink is cool.
Pink ain't bad.
It ain't bad, man.
Everybody like a little pink.
It's Friday, man. I'm feeling like Pinky, you know? So we cool, Mike.
I love it, buddy. How was the week? How was the week? You made it through?
Man, I made it through, man. You know, I had a draft. What? It took like 3 days. You know how them online people take 3 hours to make their pick. You know what I'm saying? So I had a good little draft. That kept me through the week. But other than that, no complaints. Everybody in here sick, stomach bugs, nose, flu, all that. So I'm like, please don't get sick on the day I got the show, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, stay far away from your boy, man. I need to be good. You know what I'm saying? So we good, man.
You can't get sick on Fizzle Friday, man.
Hell nah, you know?
That's against the law.
Listen, man, I was scared, though. It had me nervous because everybody was really sick. And I said, oh, no, I got to get up out of here. So
you got that Mavs t-shirt on too? How you feeling about your Mavs so far?
That's it, man. Listen, you know what's so funny? Because I always get this slack about how I'm not really a Mavs fan, right? So this is the thing, Mike. I never had an NFL or NBA team. I was a players guy. So Iverson, that was my man. Wherever he went, I was with him. LeBron, when he was a rookie, that was my man. At some point, I was going to Dallas so much. I said, man, I might as well like the Mavs because I don't have a team and I need something to do when I go there. So, you know what I'm saying? That just gave me a reason to just bet this my team. Now, this is the year before Luka came, so don't come for me and act like I jumped on the bandwagon.
Right.
Luka wasn't there yet before I joined the bandwagon. So,
when's the last time you went to a game, a Mavs game?
What's this? 2024? 2022. So 2 years ago. I went for my birthday and literally I landed. I went to the airport. I was good. Man, I landed. Your boy had the worst headache, nose. I'm like, damn, what's going on, man? I go to the Mavs game. I'm seeing Luka look like a black dude to me, man. I don't know what's going on. My eyes broke that game, man. So finally, after the trip, I get home, go to the doctors. They like, man, you got the flu and COVID. I'm like, damn. So
both.
It was a rough trip, man. But they told me, I guess the pressure from the plane, whatever is in you, when you get on that plane, that pressure just pop, open it up. So,
man,
it wasn't enjoyable, but it was cool.
It's been 22 years since I last went to an NBA game in person. 22 years.
What game was it then? You at least know that?
Grizzlies versus Lakers. So when I was living in Memphis.
Let me see. 2022. 20 years. Who the hell was on the team? Kobe. Was Kobe even on the team? No, he was
2002 Lakers.
He
Yep.
been
2002
retired for
Lakers, 2002 Grizzlies. Yep. So the Lakers would have been Shaq and Kobe and Rick Fox and Ori and all those guys. Back then for the Grizzlies, right? You had a real young Paul Gasol before he was a Laker.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that was the guy right there, man.
Yeah, you had Jason Williams.
Oh yeah, white chocolate.
He had just come after the Mike Bibby trade. Mike Bibby went to Sacramento. They traded Jason Williams to
Hey Mike,
Memphis.
those was the times, man. Sacramento versus the Lakers, man. Basketball ain't been the same since those times, man.
You had Stromile Swift.
Oh, my boy Swift. That left corner 3-pointer. That was my guy right there.
Hakeem Warwick. I think that might have been his rookie year.
Okay.
Second year. Yep.
Okay.
Jameer Posey.
Well, look, you must have been more than 20 years, but at least you remember the damn game.
Those young Grizzlies teams were entertaining as hell to watch. Like they never actually did anything.
But they was good to watch.
But they were fun to watch, man. So many good games on this.
It's just like the young Clippers teams, man. The young Clippers teams, Darius Miles and QJ, man. You know that with the they weren't winning no games, but you knew it was gonna be a good game. So
I used to love that, man.
Oh no, Darius Miles, my boy, man. I miss Darius, man. He would have had a better shot.
I used to trade for him all the time in 2K, so I could play with him.
Oh yeah,
You always got to train him up so he could shoot threes because he couldn't shoot for shit.
Facts, man. That's
his best role. I love it too. Like he makes that cameo appearance in Van Wilder, Ryan Reynolds movie.
Well, you know him and QJ got a podcast, man. It's always good to hit them old guys. Yeah, man. It's always good to hear them old guys talk them good stories because they give us the insight that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? So
I might have to check that out.
Oh yeah, man. They on like season 5, man. You gotta catch up.
Damn. Yeah, a lot of catching up to do.
They on season 5, Mike. But what the people talking about, man? We see y'all up in here, man. Yes, it's the first show, man. Welcome to the marathon. I ain't get my proper intro in. What's up with y'all? How y'all doing? What's cracking? Mike is working on that intro, man. So tonight we gonna give y'all the AMA, but it's coming real soon, man. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, draft week, catching up everything. I still
Yep.
I still got tons of shit I got to send out from all the giveaways. Still working on it. Don't
I'm waiting on mine. I want something. I'm waiting on it.
Still working on that one, and I'm switching jobs, Fizz.
For real?
Yeah. Found out this week. Moving on. Okay.
Is that better look for you?
But same hours, Monday through Friday too.
Oh, okay.
It's a place I used to work. So a guy who'd been working there about 30 years doing parts manager, ordering parts, maintenance parts for Prairie Farms Dairy. He's moving on. He's retiring. Finally.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, it's a job. Even back when I worked there, I kind of had my eye on. I was like, man, I could do parts guy.
Yeah.
I look like a parts guy.
Hey, Mike, go ahead, man. You a wild dude, man.
I fit the stereotype. I look like a parts guy, big fat bearded dude. Yeah.
Hey, just don't have the plumber's crack at work, man. That's all we ask, Mike. I ain't coming to work, but not the plumber's crack, man.
I wear a real nice belt, one of those cinch belts too, because the ones with the buckles they hurt. My fat roll like tucked in. I don't like it. Being a fat guy's rough sometimes.
It's cool, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being fat, man. You know, the ladies love it, man. You good.
Big old teddy bear.
That's it. So, Mike, man, I gotta ask you, man. I don't know what the crowd thinking. I know we got some people that might not listen to all this madness is going on, but who you got, man? Kendrick or Drake, man? What we got going on here?
The Kendrick buried him. All right, it was a nice competition. Drake came back after like that. He did come back, and you're like, okay.
Did.
And then Kendrick dropped some weak ass shit. The bars were fire in Euphoria, but the beat and like the mood of the song, I was like, this shit blows.
That's his flow though. That's how he do.
I didn't like it at all. And then when he came back and he called him a pedophile, and basically Drake's response was, "I'm too famous to be a pedophile." I was like, oh, dude.
Yeah, man, ain't looking good for Drake the Snake, man. You know,
poor Drake, man. Poor Drake too.
Yeah,
I give him a bunch of shit. Like he's got some really good stuff out there too. But
you
shit for ghostwriters and all that shit.
You don't stay that relevant without being good. So whenever I speak bad about him, it ain't because I'm hating. I just honestly, what Kendrick is saying it resonates. Like you never really know what this guy is. Sometimes he's like he fits in every. Everything. He make a song with any person. And there's nothing wrong with that because you're an artist. That's what you trained to do. But it's like sometimes we just want to know who you are instead of just you fitting in everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like he can make a song and he look like everybody. Like just have your own style. Like he got braids in his head one week. He got ponytail. Like he does all over the place sometimes, man. So when they saying what they saying about him, it ain't just about how he look or how he act. It's just everything. The whole, image, the picture, he might have on some booty shorts in the next. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how he rolled, man. So, he definitely took the L, man. The last song, he sounded real defeated, man. He was out of breath. He was talking. It sounded like he was talking in the mirror, like, man, I want to get him. He was sad, man.
And then Kendrick and Metro piled on with BBL jersey. I'm not gonna lie to you, Fizz. Probably for the last couple of days, I just be driving to work, just kind of my whole world, and I just find myself like BBL jersey.
Hey, man, listen, it was a wild situation, man. But it happened. We'll see what happens, and with it might still be going on, might not. But it was good entertainment for about 3 days. So
the only thing I'd change about Euphoria sucked. But if I could take Like That and just cut out the Future part,
just take the whole. But keep the hook though. Keep the hook.
Keep the hook. But the Future part where he's just off in his own little fucking world, rapping about whatever the fuck he's rapping.
Dropping diamonds in your throat and your choke and Billy Goat. Listen, I don't know what he got going on.
Kendrick's OG diss and Like That. And we say OG and it was only, a week or two ago. And Like That. I'm sitting there and I'm listening to it and it just resonates with me because I don't even got to think that it's about Drake. Like I don't even have to think it's about him at all. I just picture like other people in my life. I'm like, that's how I diss him right there, man.
Yeah.
Motherfuck the big three.
Hey, Mike, man, listen. So we both agree. Drake took a big L, man.
He did. He took an L. He did, man. Though his first response was really, really good. Drake went hard. I was like, oh yeah. We got something. And Kendrick's just sitting there. He's like, I got 6 more pages, motherfucker.
And the biggest problem is it's not just that Drake respond, but it's like who wrote it? Because you got so many questions with your history. It just don't.
I think I hit you on Twitter after the original Kendrick diss. When you're out there defending J. Cole, which, by the way, we got to talk about how J. Cole was just like, nah, I'm good. I don't.
He was a smart man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen, but honestly,
he must know Kendrick. But I hit you on Twitter, like I put the words in from Kendrick Lamar's diss, and I had ChatGPT write a response. I put it to you on Twitter, and I was like, hey, that ain't too bad. Maybe Drake should use the ChatGPT for his response diss.
Listen, man, J. Cole, honestly, though, I think he knew it was going to get personal, and his diss against Kendrick was just rap. It was like, I'm just better than you. It wasn't nothing like, I'm talking about your family and nothing like that. So I think he knew, like, hold on, they probably about to take it to a place I don't want to be. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying in North Carolina with this barbecue sauce, and I'm chilling, man. So shout out to Cole for being the smartest one in this whole battle, man, for real.
Yeah. Sometimes discretion's the better part of valor, right?
That's it. That's it, man.
Not my battle. I'm out.
And then look, I wake up this morning and my boy Shaq then dropped a diss track on Shannon Sharpe, man. What's going on out here, man? What do people got to talk about this?
Is it better than I haven't heard it yet, Fizz, but is it better than the last one where he's on stage like, Kobe, you can eat a dick. Eat a dick. Is it better than that one?
Hey, nah, look, he telling Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes, all this crazy. Nah. This one, he just more so flexing on Shay, man, telling him, he's a better player at his position. Shay was like, not top 10 and all that. It was more of a flex, but I think something happened where Shannon had spoke on how Shaq was lazy through his career and he only won 1 MVP. And if he really took it serious, he would have gotten more. But Shaq admitted to saying he was lazy. He was like, man, I ain't, I wasn't eating right. And so Shannon didn't say nothing wrong, but Shaq, I think he was just bored. He just wanted to flex, say, I got more money than you. I got more girls and I'm about to diss you. Even though you don't rap, I'm about to make a diss track about you. So you can't reply. Like, that's literally what he just did.
Man, that's tough because I love both guys, but they're both spitting truth, right? Like they're both talking facts.
Nah, facts.
Shaq was lazy as shit.
He said it.
He'd go down as the greatest player of all time if he had 50% of what Kobe had for work ethic. Just 50%.
I mean, Shaq admitted that though. So I think Shaq just bored. You know, he get his moments. I guess Charles Barkley wasn't around, and he just said, "Man, let me diss somebody." You know, the nearest person gonna get astray. So,
but Shaq is also right. Shannon was a good player, a great player. But
yeah,
we don't talk about him in the discussion of the greatest tight ends of all time.
And even he said it. Listen, Antonio Gates, Tony Gonzalez, all them guys was better than me. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, I'm not comparing myself to them. He said I was good at what I was good at, and I'm cool with that. So, you know, hey, he got the Cat Williams interview, man. So he the man of the year for right now. You know what I'm saying?
I do wonder though with Shannon Sharpe though, if he would have played in like today's NFL where that move tight end is more in vogue, right? The younger, faster, smaller guys, the more hybrid wide receiver types.
For sure.
With as much as they throw the football nowadays, what would Shannon Sharpe's stats look like? Because that dude was an athlete. And people forget his brother was a phenomenal wide receiver that just got cut short by injuries, right? Well, Sterling was on the path to be the GOAT wide receiver there for a while.
Well, you put him in this Baltimore with Lamar Jackson, man, it might be a whole nother story, you know. QB1, baby. QB1.
Let's play real life Madden Ultimate Team, huh?
Hey, yeah, facts. Big facts. Hey, Mike, so look, I said I had a surprise, man. Before we gonna get into the chat, man, y'all gotta ask some questions. I know y'all showing me some love. I definitely appreciate it. But I wanted you to give me 4 of your top NFL rappers, man. Give me 4 of your top NFL rappers, man. I don't need to know their songs. Just give me 4. I ain't gonna say too many. I'm gonna just say 4.
Fizz, I don't know if I can name 4 NFL rappers, but I'm gonna try.
That's why I said 4, because I was literally gonna give you a hard no.
I got one because it's actually a song that is still on a playlist of mine somewhere. Brandon Lloyd, B. Lloyd, Heavy Metal. That song is still on a playlist of mine.
He had some heat. I think it was only one song he really had, right? It wasn't.
As far as I know, that was his only song. It got played in Blue Mountain State, that show that was on FX, I believe. FX.
Okay, I don't think I heard it on that, but I heard it before though.
So anybody who's watched Blue Mountain State, they'll know. But they brought in a transfer quarterback, Radon Randall.
Mm-hmm.
They brought him in, and like his first practice, like he's this real like hot shot kind of guy. So he's standing there and he pushes play on the boombox and he's got his fist up and he's fucking bouncing his head and this song's blasted. Like the whole team's already out on the practice field. And he comes running out and he's just in a jock strap and a helmet. Like, B. Lloyd's song is playing. That's the song he's playing.
I'm mad again.
That shit stuck with me forever. If you can find a clip of it, watch it because it's fucking hilarious. So
what about prime time, man? You gotta give prime time a little love, man.
Nah,
come on.
I forgot Prime even did some.
Come on, Mike, man.
I was gonna throw AB up there.
Hey, look, put that shit on. Come on, Mike.
I put AB up there. Lev Bell.
Nah, not 26 Savage, man. You know, 20. He named himself 26 Savage. What is going on out here, man? Get Lev out of here, man.
I think I'm out, man. I don't got anybody else.
Well, look, I'm gonna go throwback on you, right? Greg Olsen, Miami Hurricane.
Oh, G-Reg. Okay, I didn't know that one count.
It don't, but I just threw it out there, man. We ain't had that many people, man.
Well, that's the GOAT, man.
You know, what's that? The seventh flow, yeah, man.
Hey, what's your name, G-Reg? What you do?
Hey, listen. If anybody in this chat don't know, man, go look up that 7th flow, Miami Hurricanes, man. Straight banging.
Could you put all the other 7th floor guys on there too? Like that Miami team, they probably sent a lot of dudes to the pros.
It was so many people. I could name a lot of the team, but I don't know who's on the song though. I'm trying to think. Because it was like 7 different verses. I don't remember all the. It was.
I got to find out who all was on.
Yeah, man, that 7th flow, man. That 7th flow. He almost got they was almost not about to draft him behind that. They was talking about him bad behind that.
Yeah,
he was wilding out though. Greg Olsen was going crazy, man.
I got to find out who the hell was all on the 7th floor crew.
Mm-hmm. Too tight, too tight. I don't know about them outfits Shay be having on, man. It's just too much going on here.
Is he rocking some crazy shit now?
Is he? I mean, can you fit $1 in your pocket, man? I don't even know if you can slide $1 bill in them pockets, man. It ain't.
Hey, what is Shay like? 50 something, 52, 50?
He got to be in his 50s for sure.
If I look that good in my 50s, shit, I wish
Oh,
I looked
hey,
that good
listen.
in my 20s.
I ain't knocking them. It's just you gotta let the youngins stick with them pants, man. Them pants ain't popping, man. You got too many muscles for them pants. Hey, you know, I ain't mad at you, brother, but
So that's funny that you bring that up. They gave us some pants at my job now, right? And it's a European country, so they're all like European fit.
mm-hmm.
I tried them on one time and I was like, nah, we just going with blue jeans, man. Because apparently Europeans got really small thighs, all right? Like really small thighs. I thought I was wearing like one of my daughter's leotards for dance or something.
Damn.
That's how tight that shit was.
Hell nah, Mike. Hell nah. We can't do that, man. You find the track yet?
I found the track, but they all got names.
Oh,
G-Rag
okay,
is the
okay.
only one you could recognize. So I was trying to see if we could find out who they had the other one. Nobody really outside of John Beeson.
Okay.
Would know.
Okay.
John
Like
Beeson.
I said, I remember the team. I just couldn't tell you who was on that track though. I
So
guess the real NFL players was like, nah, I'm gonna sit this one out, man. I got a future and I can't lose it.
you got Greg Olson, Tavares Gooden, Darnell Jenkins. I don't know those two guys, and then John Beeson's the only one I recognize outside of Olson.
Yeah, like I said, them guys said, nah, man, we trying to get drafted. We ain't trying to be on the 7th floor, man. We good.
They had good advisors. Good advice.
For sure.
Is there any other NFL rappers we forgot?
Man, and you know what's so crazy? I had a whole damn list. I know some NBA guys for sure. The NFL though,
I got
you might
Dollar.
I think Darren Waller got a song, but I don't think I ever heard it. I looked it up. I ain't never listened to it.
Is it a divorce song?
Well, look, Shador Sanders need to stick to the league, man, because that rapping, that 30-second clip he just put out, man, it wasn't it.
They got to work on their disses too, man. Like, what are you guys doing getting into it with other college kids? Not a good look.
Yeah, it ain't, man. Because now, why I want my son to go there? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, but that's the media for you, man. Sometimes you need to take a break and just not be in the camera. Just sit back. Now, if they would have won a bowl, maybe they can do that. But win 4 games and you talking the way you talking, man, you gotta calm down a little bit, bro.
I think 4 games was a win for them. Right, I don't think a lot of people expected more, and there's a lot of haters too. But same kind of thing though. Like being a parent, if I had a kid like going to school, listen, I love everything Prime does and the atmosphere that he kind of created and the eyes on the program and really kind of revitalizing a really shitty program in Colorado.
Sure.
But at the same sense, like don't take it too far. And like attacking guys who transfer out of your program personally on Twitter is like.
Exactly.
Don't do that part, man. The rest of it's cool. Right?
Exactly.
The rest of it's cool, but now you're putting a target on every kid that's on that team, right? You thought Oregon showed up and wanted to smack him in the mouth last year. Now every team's going to want to do it.
For sure. Oh yeah, and plus every team want to be on TV, so they ready when they get the opportunity.
Kind of like did you watch Last Chance U when that first came out?
Oh yeah, I watched. Okay. I don't watch it like multiple times. Like
kind of like the same thing. Like as you got farther into Last Chance U, and other teams knew they were going to be on camera and playing, this like famous school that everybody's watching.
Yeah,
they act a fool and like bad shit happens, right?
Yeah,
fights on the field. Look, they purposely taunting you, trying to get you thrown out.
They ended the perfect season. For the first, that. When the coach said it, man, this what's gonna happen. They end up fighting. You saw what happened. So you right. Especially if I'm a team that we ain't got nothing going on over here. As soon as we play y'all, we gonna start something. We gonna lose anyway. So what we got to lose?
For sure.
Shout out Jay Jackson, man. One time for the first time. I appreciate you, Playboy.
Thanks, Jay. Jay's a good
My guy. Hey, listen, Jay Jack is the reason how all the intro songs first started, man. He wrote on the AMA one night. Hey, Fizzle, make an intro song for Mike and Adam.
Yeah.
And I replied, I said, bet. And 2 weeks later, boom.
Rest is history.
The rest is history, man. Your boy right here on a Friday, Fizzle Friday. So,
did you know Arian Foster was also?
Oh yeah, Arian Foster. Now I think he got like a 5-6 song project though. He ain't no deep rapper, nothing like that.
Deep rapper, yeah.
Yeah, he ain't rapping like he ain't on his Kendrick game, but.
Man, I'm just looking at all these players out here who fucking try to rap.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard for me to say rapper. A lot of them guys just yapping. You know what I'm saying? They ain't talking about nothing. But I think Todd Gurley even got a rap song. It's a West Coast Crip Walk song. So.
I think that's only successful in like NBA 2K My Career mode.
Facts.
Where they make you be a rapper. And
hey, you gotta have VC to be a rapper, right?
Yeah. Like get in the booth, start mixing your own beats, and you're like, all right.
Yeah, facts.
They make you choose like the corniest lines too.
Facts.
So what is this, Christian rap?
Hey, look,
one cuss word in for 5 seconds.
I'm sorry for the people who don't listen to rap, man, but it's y'all missing out, man. You got to get tuned in, man, for sure. If you don't listen to nobody else rap, check your boy out, man. I got a couple of songs you can check out, So,
yeah. Or just be around me. I'll have that in my playlist.
Oh yeah, Mike. Hey, listen, Mike always great. He the first one hit me. It's 12:01. He didn't listen to the whole jump. It's 30 minutes. How you listen to the whole thing? Mike be on it, man. Trust
fast,
me.
Man.
That's my guy right there, man. For sure.
You put out really good stuff, Fizz.
I appreciate
like following your journey, and like every release you keep putting out gets better and better.
Yeah,
like, you're in prime.
So why I got some stuff from like 2005, you probably laugh at like, man, what in the granted, I'm 17, 18, but I'm just saying, I know my progression. So, I hear it myself. Now, my father, that's my number one fan. He gonna tell me what's good and what ain't. So
that's how it is, though. I got podcasts from 2 weeks ago you laugh at. Go like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Pop's gonna give me the breakdown, like, hey, this popping, this ain't. So, but nah, I appreciate it, bro.
Oh man, NFL rappers.
Hey, look, we ain't get on here to talk about NFL rappers, but I definitely wanted to bring that conversation, man, because it's been a lot of stuff going on in the game this week, especially, and I don't think people really understand how many athletes actually make music, or at least attempt to make music. So
I think we needed it though. Like we needed it for hip hop. Like we needed that back. We needed that. That beef, like to put more eyes on it. Not gonna lie, they hit a lull there for a while where it was like, even for me, like I wasn't too into a lot of the new artists because as I get older, being an old crusty white dude, you're like, not as good as in the 90s. Not as good as in the 2000s. Right? Like you hate all the new stuff, but
for sure,
it just seemed like I was taking a while to like find a song that I could really vibe with, and finally we put some energy back into it.
It's so crazy.
Not a lot of mumble rap anymore. Let's go.
I don't know if you do it, but on Spotify and Apple, they give you like your yearly list of what songs. I literally listen to music like once a week. I listen to podcasts so much that I don't even listen to music. So it's so hard for me to get in tune with what's going on. That's why I can't, man, I'm supposed to be writing an album before we go to the expo. I can't even rap no more because I'm so tuned in the podcast, man. I've been writer's block for like 2 months, Mike, man. I need to get back, man. Take me off payroll, man. Kick me off. Let me write some raps for like a month, bro.
You're good. You're good. We get you.
I'm trying to drop something, man, but I can't think, man. I'm so tuned in on the podcast, bro. I'm lost.
Don't worry. I mean, there's 95 people watching this right now live. They'll help you out every Friday. Trust me.
Facts, man. I appreciate everybody too, for sure.
We'll start taking notes. You don't even need to take notes. You can watch it back.
Look, a lot of my family on here, man. I want, love always in my family, man. Let me see. What are you talking about? Top NBA rappers. We gonna touch on that, man. This is the NFL tonight. I ain't gonna, because the NBA go a little longer list, man. And the NBA it's a long roster of them, man. But I will say
a little bit more successful too.
It is. So I will say Dame is definitely up there, and of course Shaq. Amon Shumpert got some tracks. Who else? I know I'm missing probably 10, 15 people. I'm sure Swaggy P might got a song. Who knows, man? Them band was rapping every 5 minutes, man.
Him and D-Lo probably beefing. He's probably got a diss track out
there.
I
was just about to say, yep. Kobe had that like cheese and Crockett. He had something. I don't know what the word he was talking about, but AI had a mixtape. I listened to that. Was my dog. That joint was trash, but it was still my man. So
I was Shaq telling people to eat a dick.
Hey, you know how Shaq get down, man.
Shaq ain't no I think I could be a rapper if that's the standard, right? Like, that's all I gotta hit. Just jump on stage a few times, tell people to eat dicks.
Hey, man, listen. Right. Shaq don't care, man. C-Web, I ain't hear C-Web, man. Unless I did and don't remember, but it had to have been trash. So
he probably called the timeout.
That's it. Hold on, Mike, man. I gotta get my my sounds right. I gotta give you the drum. You got a lot of good ones tonight, man.
It's a Michigan thing, man. I respect the hell out of the Fab Five. I just don't like them.
Nah, for sure. Well, my boy E from Detroit, so that's his. I'm pretty sure that's why he brought it up. But
I get you.
yeah. But man, let's get into football, man. What's up with these rookies, man? Let's talk a couple of rookies, man. I know I said I was gonna ask you about which one of these rappers remind you of these rookies, but I'm gonna leave that one alone because I know it's a long list, man. I did say that Drake was definitely Drake May, and Daniels was Kendrick right now, but it's not really a fair comparison because Drake is literally in a bad situation in real life and in NFL, so it's not really
Well, I got a good one. I mean, Bo Nix is basically Machine Gun Kelly.
Hey, damn. Hey, listen, Mike. Where my sounds at, man? You got to get some of these drums, man.
It's basically Machine Gun Kelly, like one good song.
Nah, for sure.
One good song. And you just hope he doesn't fade off into oblivion.
Nah, I mean, hey, but I will say this though. He got the right coach, right? Like for whatever's going on, Sean Payton is coaching for his career at this point. So I'm not sure the surroundings and what's going on and how it's going to look, but he do got a coach that need him to get the best out of everything that he's going to give him. So if he going to a team, I guess it's best to go to with a coach that's just as hungry as you want to be as a rookie.
I mean, he's got some traits. I guess you could see like maybe a Drew Brees comparison a little bit with what Peyton had. Kind of that somewhat mobile. I guess people forget like early in his career, Drew Brees could run.
For sure.
Drew Brees ran at Purdue.
Yeah.
With the big long face mask, like the one Peyton Manning is fucking ugliest shit ever, man. Dan Marino had that dog shit too. Drew Bledsoe.
He had to run. Drew Brees under 6 feet, man. He couldn't really see. He had to get out the way.
I think it could work out for him. My big question is like that roster looks like shit on offense.
It is
terrible.
It is.
But like I said, line suspect.
I feel like that team is in the corner right now, man. Not even just Sean Payton. The whole team playing for their job at this point. Like, I feel like everybody they know what they are at this point. You know what I'm saying? Now, before they just threw away the winning, Russ actually had them winning games last year. That was the crazy part. They could have made the playoffs potentially if they kept playing and didn't bench Russ for no reason, but clearly they had a different agenda. So Bo Nix isn't in the best situation by no means, but I feel like he on a team that know that they bad and they don't have nothing to lose. So, like he's not going there with pressure like, oh, I gotta win right now or I'm out of the league. You know what I'm saying? So he can go out there and lose his first 5 games. As long as he looks okay, we'll let it slide a little bit for him. So,
yeah,
I think he's in the right spot.
We were talking about the guy who's got the worst situation. Who would you put as next worst? Like if we had to rank them, worst or first?
Behind Bo?
Yeah.
Now, I don't how it's easy to say Drake May is in the worst situation, right? It's easy to say it because we don't know what the offense is gonna be like.
We have no clue, right?
With no clue. It's easy to say. But I think honestly the game plan for them is defense anyway. I don't really think they want him going out there throwing 4,000 yards and 35 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So statistically, it might not be the best for Drake May statistically, but game plan wise, he might not look bad because they're gonna run the ball, play defense. He got an arm, but they might do short passes, quick passes, get the ball out quick. I don't now all that sound good until Buffalo up on you by 30 points, then you gotta throw the ball. So that sound good right now. I'm just saying we always throw the Drake May narrative out because of we don't know what's around him, but I feel like they're not gonna push him to be in a bad situation because the defense will play defense. You know what I'm saying? So if or saying all that though, behind Bo Nix, I guess it would have to be him, right? I don't see nobody else as far as the top quarterbacks that went.
Well, I'm with you. I think if you were to rank them too, right? Bo Nix, tier of his own as far as shitty situation.
Oh, yeah,
shitty talent. Then Drake May, like they got some stuff that you like. They did get 2 receivers in the draft. The offensive line is okay, and then Ramondre and Gibson, like they're okay. And we don't know what the offense is going to look like, what their coordinator's going to do, that kind of thing. After that, would you put like the other three guys like just in a tier of being in a real good situation? Like, hey, we're pretty good. Obviously, you
Definitely.
could throw Michael Penix in there, even though he's kind of the afterthought, but his
But
situation's really good, other than sitting behind Kirk Cousins.
but honestly, I think it's okay for Penix to sit because if he
Yep.
came in after what they just dealt with, if he came in this year and didn't look good, it would not look good for him. So I think letting Kirk Cousins either play his way in or play his way out, it would definitely help Penix grow, learn. And the first, big play, oh man, we want him, he this, he that. But if he went in there week 1 and looked anywhere close to Desmond Ridder, man, we would dog him and run him out of the league, man. So I think it's okay for him to sit a year if he sits, because I mean, Kirk Cousins could potentially not even be ready or whatever's going on with him. But the other situations, me personally, man, I think again, like I tell you, I'm from the city, man. I'm not a Commanders fan. I seem like it because I'm always talking about him every damn show. But Jaden Daniels is just in the perfect situation, man. And even though Terry McLaurin is pretty much the I ain't gonna say the only weapon, but the main weapon, I know they're gonna go get something else with what they got going on. They got the new GM. They're gonna build this team right. And I definitely see them going from this to this very, very soon. So
I am a little worried because they didn't do anything for that offensive line, and you watched Sam Howell get killed last year.
exactly.
But it is a different offense than what Bieniemy ran. Like Bieniemy was really wanted to push the ball down the field, like that vertical passing offense. And we saw with Kyler with Cliff that he really likes that horizontal, right? That get the ball out kind of quick reads. So maybe the offensive line won't be as big as a problem, but it still would have been nice if they would have done something.
Yeah,
just do something, please.
But see, and this is why I like Jaden's situation because roster wise, Caleb, of course, man, it's no competing with the other rookies that went at quarterback. But I feel like if he doesn't win a playoff or make to the playoffs, that we can really be looking at them sideways. And I think in that division right now with the Bears, Detroit, Green Bay, and Minnesota possibly making JJ McCarthy look like he's better than what he is. The Bears could possibly go 4 years and not make the playoffs. And I think it's more pressure on Caleb than it is Jake. Like Jaden Daniels, to me, he can go win 4 games and we're not going to look at him like it was a failure. It's like, okay, y'all building, you working on it. If Caleb win 4 games, man, it ain't going to be good, Mike. It ain't going to be good, man.
The Bears fans too, like after the way that they ran Justin Fields out of town, like listen, I don't want to see Caleb fail. Okay.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't want to see the kid fail, but I also have that devious thing in the back of my mind. I'm like, man, what are the Bears fans gonna do if this ends up just as bad as the Field situation?
Yeah, and the division is getting better. It's not like he has a clear path. Like, oh, we got Caleb, it's over. Everybody's getting better around him. So he really gonna have to at least make a playoff. He make the playoffs, that'll buy him 2 years. But if you don't make the playoffs in the first 2 seasons, man, it's gonna be rough sledding out there in Chicago.
I don't think there'd be a lot make me happier outside of the Eagles winning the Super Bowl than Justin Fields unseating Russ and taking the fucking Steelers to the Super Bowl on his legs and his arm and just sticking it to fucking Chicago. Hey, fuck y'all. And then sticking it to fucking Atlanta and all these, the Raiders, the Broncos, all these teams that should have traded for him.
Hey, Mike, that's coming, man. Don't worry about it. Our boy got something cooking, man. Listen, Russ gonna be a sous chef, and my boy gonna be the head chef, man, up in the kitchen, man. Don't worry about it.
I can't hate on Russ, too. Like, if somebody unseated me and, I got to ride off into the sunset because no NFL team wants my shit anymore, hanging out with Sierra all day seems like a pretty good fucking gig, man. Seems like a pretty good gig.
Nah, for sure. She got him in there and wearing Atlanta gear. I know he wanted to go to Atlanta because that's where she from, and I'm sure he wanted to be down there with the Migos and all that too. But right now he in Pittsburgh, man. Hopefully he can make that work. But Mike Tomlin is the right guy, I believe, for both of them, Russ and Fields. So I like where they both are. I just want to see Fields do his thing, man. So no knock on Danger Russ, but we need Fields time, man.
Hey, JJ McCarthy landed in a great spot, though, to be honest.
Nah, he did.
As long as Hawk gets healthy, right, and can get back on the field at the level.
And he landed there without the team giving up the future.
Nope, didn't have to do anything.
They just chilled. I couldn't believe it because I said, man, he about to fall. Ain't nobody about to in between. As long as they got in front of Denver, they was good. So.
And Denver lied to you and say the Bo Nix was their top choice. But
come on, Sean Payton, man. Come on, bro. You ain't in New Orleans no more. You can't voodoo me out of here, man. Come on, brother.
JJ's in a good spot, man. I do got questions about him, right? Because we just didn't see it. We didn't have to because Michigan just won with defense and being able to run the football, and he had some moments. But listen, if I was going to go play quarterback, having Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, that offensive line, and Aaron Jones and Kevin O'Connell calling my plays. Thank you. It's a pretty good spot.
Nah, yes,
I might argue it's better than the Bears at the end of the day.
Again, I'm a big fan of coaching. Like, I always feel like no matter who the player is, man, Pat Mahomes, I'm not knocking him. Greatest quarterback we might have seen ever, right? If he didn't have Andy Reid, he might be Baker Mayfield right now. Like, we don't really know.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, coaching, if you look at Sean McVay, you look at Kyle Shanahan, Brock Purdy, I'm no knock on him, but if he was in Cleveland right now or Tampa Bay, he might still be Mr. Irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, coaching is everything. And that Viking system, I believe they could have made Sam Darnold look good this year if they really had to. So, for JJ to go there, man, he could honestly tear up in front of maybe both the guys in front of him by, mid-season with that offense and the weapons he got. So, if Caleb struggles and JJ look good by week 7, it wouldn't surprise me. You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot with quarterbacks too, we overestimate the ability to tell who's the really good ones. I mean, there's some generational ones where you can say for matter of fact they were stuck in super shitty situations.
For sure.
They overcame it and elevated everybody else, and maybe one or two things changed, but the team got a little bit better around them, and then they went on to be Hall of Famers. And then other guys, man, it's a confidence thing. You come in year 1 and they throw you right to the wolves and you fucking are terrible and you're getting sacked all the time and your receivers can't get open. You don't fucking win it all. Like, your confidence goes in the shitter. Like, God, I'm terrible at this.
I say that all last season, bro. A happy Baker Mayfield is a good Baker Mayfield. When you could tell when he happy because he cheering, he flexing, he doing all that. When Baker walking around and they booing him, you was not gonna get a good quarterback. But when he's smiling, he cheering, he happy, he ain't locked out of the stadium like he was in that commercial, man. Baker, he gonna win you some games, man. So situations are always key to me. Look at Kyle Pitts. That's my guy. That's my guy. If Kyle Pitts had any other better situation, we wouldn't even be having the conversations we have about Kyle Pitts. We know the talent is there, but we still question if it's there because of the situation.
Yeah.
If he had Jared Goff and was in Laporta's situation last year, we wouldn't even be having a conversation about it. So situation is always key. Look at Dak Prescott, his rookie year. He fell into Tony. That was Tony Romo's team. Romo, that's why he ain't come back. Because Romo's fed, man, this is my team. And y'all let him take it, but he was winning. Best O-line, you draft a running back early. Dak fell in the, so situation is key, man, always to me.
It happens with all of us, man. It don't matter what you do. Your confidence really dictates how you perform at the end of the day.
Nah, 100%, man.
Which is like on Wednesday nights when I do AMA and I get really sauced up and put on the fucking glasses. My confidence is at an all-time high.
Oh, no, you told me. You told me. Look, I think it was a Sunday morning. I was like, Mike, what the shades at? You said, nah, that's for Wednesday's AMA, Playboy.
It's special.
I said, oh, okay.
It's kind of like when you see those NFL players out there in warm-ups and they got on the really bright cleats and they got the visors with the reflection and all the colors.
People forget, man, you can win the game before you even play, before you step on the field.
For sure. Yeah.
If you think any of them greats went out there with no confidence, you lost your mind, man. Half of them, they already know they won before they stepped in the game.
So I remember playing football and going up against a really good team, like this juggernaut, and not being super confident in the outcome. And then you go out there and you get your fucking ass handed to you, like you just do. But like the other teams where you're like, oh, fuck them, they frauds or whatever, you go out there, you just beat the living shit out of them because you're super confident. Like, that confidence plays into it. So I can only imagine being an NFL quarterback today with social media and all the media interviews. And I mean, you're basically talked about 24/7 in your local sports channels and
Yeah.
by guys like us on a fucking podcast and YouTube. No matter where you turn, your name's coming up. So if you go out there and you lose like 6 games in a row with multiple turnovers in your rookie year and your team's fucking dog shit, like, don't tell me that don't get to you eventually.
I'm telling you, man.
Now, there's certain people that they just don't give a fuck, right? Like, you got the Kobe Bryants of the world where they go out there and airball threes in playoff games and they're like, this ain't never happening again. My ass is getting in the gym.
Exactly.
But for other people, like for normal human beings outside of Kobe or the guys like that, they go, fuck, man, maybe I do suck. Like, that really stuff really starts to creep in, and then you play even more like shit. It's an
that
endless
confidence
cycle.
is key all the time, bro. Confidence.
This is at least when I look at Bo Nix, right? To bring it back full circle, when you talk about it, I'm like, like what if Bo Nix goes out there and he's like, this is like Auburn all over again.
No, for real.
It's not like Oregon where I could just throw screens and then my playmakers do it. Like, I got to make fucking plays and it's not happening and we're terrible. That's the kind of guy like Zach Wilson, for example. Like, exactly. I don't think anybody would argue that Zach Wilson is extremely fucking talented. He could throw a football.
Mm-hmm.
He could throw a football.
Yeah, for sure.
You lose in New York, though, without that pressure coming in, you're fucking done. They're never letting you come back. Yeah, Chicago is now fast becoming that next place, right?
They don't even have a quarterback that threw more than 4,000 yards. So if you Caleb Williams and you don't throw for 4,000 in possibly your first season, they looking at you crazy. Like, hold up, man. Well, Jay Cutler, I think, is the highest passing quarterback in history, if I ain't mistaken. So if Caleb don't top Jay Cutler, man, I don't know, man. You know,
I mean, most fan bases are cynical. I think about how I reacted, how other Eagles fans reacted to Jalen Hurts, especially his first year. I mean, we were hurt that they moved on from Wentz. What the fuck are we doing, right? Like,
listen, my brother
won the MVP, the whole thing, right?
Hey, Mike, don't get me started, bro. Please, don't get me started.
Because I was the thing. If you're like Jalen Hurts,
I was a Jalen Hurts guy, man. I told my brother, y'all don't deserve him. He is a leader. Nah, we need Wentz, man. Wentz. I said, man, please, you tripping. Now, you see what you got.
Yeah, but early on, it was even me. I'll be the first one to acknowledge it.
I know.
I'm like,
you admitted it. I give you that.
He can't throw outside. He can't throw to his left. Jesus Christ, his completion percentage is terrible. Yeah, he can run a little bit, but we could find anybody who can do that. Mm-hmm. And then he comes out, like, he just kept getting better and better and better, and then eventually he's carrying the team. But you got to have that kind of mindset as a player, like going in, that even if the fan base really doesn't like me or the media doesn't really like me, I'm going to keep doing my thing. I'm going to keep getting better, right? A lot of cats ain't built like that anymore these days. So Fizz, a lot of them don't. Like, they can't overcome that. Because now where Jalen's at, he won over the fan base.
Yeah.
Which Philly one's a tough one to win over, but he won them over.
Sure.
And now, like, we will throw blows talking bad about our fucking quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
We will. Every time Chris Sims comes out and ranks him way too low on his stupid fucking quarterback rankings, we're the first ones to be like, what the fuck are you doing, Chris?
Chris Sims is he's a clickbaiter, man.
Oh, for sure.
But
that whole network, that whole PFT.
100%.
Fuck terrible.
But I feel like Washington is becoming the same way. I think they're so tired of not having a quarterback that's why I was saying, the last 2 months, they got to take Jaden Daniels. Because if Drake May come here and he looked worse than Carson Wentz, I'm telling you, man, that confidence, he'd be done by week 8. His confidence would be so gone, he wouldn't even want to, he'd never bounce back from it. If Jaden Daniels go out there and just give him a spark to that battery, he don't got to win the games. He just look like he can. They're going to love him, man. I'm telling you, I know. That because one thing I know about them, they got hope. Regardless of how many games they win, they got hope. But they need to at least see a little bit of spark in the hope. Because when Wentz came, I didn't know what that trade was about. I had no clue what it was for. But I knew once it went bad, it was gonna go bad, and it got bad, man. When you started praising Tyler Heineke, Heineke, man, he took us to the playoffs, almost beat Brady, man. It's bad, man.
Well, I remember Minnesota was in that same situation where they're hyping up Case fucking Keenum, right? when he beat
exactly.
This dude actually sucks, right? It's a nice story, but he's fucking terrible, right?
I mean, don't get me wrong, man. Stephon Diggs literally didn't get tackled. He just jumped over the guy.
Famous Marcus Williams just doing that little dance out there, not actually hitting anybody.
Yeah, man. I couldn't believe they actually thought Case Keenum was actually the answer, man. So
no.
Hey,
It's
he
Vikings,
keep a paycheck though, man. Shout out to Case, man. He getting some money. That's for
Once
sure.
upon a time, they thought Christian Ponder was the answer, and then they thought trading a first to the Eagles for Sam Bradford was
man. Hey, Mike, please don't give me. That was the start of Philly can do whatever they want, man. I could not believe that, man.
Howie's like, I got this.
I think y'all played. Then y'all paid like 3 quarterbacks had like $20 million in it. It was Wentz got paid, Sam Darnold got paid, and you signed somebody else.
So
it was like 3 quarterbacks making almost like $50 million in y'all.
We had a stretch there where, remember, we had Vince Young on there, the dream team. That didn't work so well.
Yeah, I forgot about the dream
Vince
team.
Vince and Mike Vick. And then we went to a stretch where at one time Chip Kelly had Tim Tebow, Mark Sanchez, and Sam Bradford all on the same roster. That was
man,
shit.
Chip Kelly. Where's he at, man? Come back to Philly, Chip. We need you to play, boy.
Yeah, that was terrible. And then they ended up trading up to draft Carson Wentz, and that's when they still had Sam Bradford. They traded him away to the Vikings for a first.
Oh, okay.
We good.
Yeah,
that was when Teddy went down in training camp or whatever.
I was sick to my stomach, man. I couldn't believe that garbage, man. I laughed when y'all got Sam Bradford just for you to come back and get a first rounder for him. Oh my God.
Yeah, we traded Big Dick Nick for Sam Bradford.
Man, hey, Nick got a statue out front, man.
He
the only one.
I never lie to you, Fizz. When Wentz went down, I said our season's fucking over. Nick Foles is terrible. We ain't winning shit.
Hey, listen, but Nick didn't win because of skill. He won because he was confident. Like
he just
Nick,
didn't give a fuck.
But that's what I'm saying. The way Nick played, he didn't look like he cared. He just was like, look. And then the next year when he played and he beat the Bears, the Bears like 15-2 or something, 15-1, 14-2. I was in Dallas that I watched that game. I went to the playoff game. Matter of fact, Dallas beat Seattle, and y'all played. Yeah, we played Seattle. Matter of fact, that was I forgot the receiver name. He broke his leg in that game. It was 2019 because I remember I was out there and we went to the bar on that Sunday and Nick Foles beat the Bears and he missed the field goal. And I said, man,
yep, he missed that field goal.
I could not believe this, man. That was the beginning of the fall of Matt Nagy, man. It was pretty much a wrap.
We lost the next round to the Saints.
Yep.
I fucking hate Saints too.
That was the game where Case Keenum played, right? The Stephon Diggs game when they played Minnesota. No.
No, that was the year before.
Okay. You're right. Because that was the season when y'all played the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we beat the Vikings in the NFC Championship game.
You want to hear something crazy, Mike? My mother had 2 tickets to that Vikings game, Super Bowl game where y'all played the Patriots.
Oh yeah.
But me and my brother didn't go because it was a blizzard. Everybody I know that was out there got stuck. They couldn't even come back home for like a week. And I was scared I was going to get stuck. So we didn't go. But my mother had 2 free tickets to that game, man. We ain't make it, man.
After we won, I just drove around a dead, empty city on Super Bowl Sunday night for like 2 hours because I was too jazzed up to just sit in one spot. I had to go do something.
Yeah. I mean, look, congratulations, man. We ain't won nothing since, I was watching Ace Ventura 2. So, we ain't won nothing since then. But just give me one. Just give me one. All I need is one. I'm going to brag for another 30. Just give me one, baby. That's all I'm saying.
Back to the last time I saw the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, and I was in 4th grade. It's a good time.
Mike, I'm telling you, Ace Ventura. I was at my cousin's house watching it. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was at my cousin Arif's house watching Ace Ventura, and the game was on. I'll never forget that night. That was the last time I remember us winning.
Oh, one of these days, Jerry Jones is going to move on.
Listen, Mike, give me my one. I'm going to brag for the next 30 years. That's all I'm saying, man.
That's all you need.
That's all I need, man.
The football gods don't make that happen.
I ain't never going to stop either, man. Can't stop.
I want y'all to be like the Cubs and just suffer for 108 years.
Nah. I'm flying. I hope it's when I got some money because I'm flying out of here, man.
You gonna go to it?
I probably ain't gonna go in the game, but I'm gonna be in the city because I had my stuff booked, man, for last year. I just knew we was going, Mike. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, listen, I'm out of here. I put my leave in. Look, I ain't gonna be here. Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. Remember that? No, indeed, man.
I tried to warn you in November that December was coming.
Well, remember, I warned you, man. Y'all was defeated, bro, and I wasn't hating. But I seen it, man. You could tell that the shift of the team was just like now the Arizona game, nobody saw y'all losing that one.
No.
But you could just smell the defeat, man. Like the team just ain't look like they ain't care no more. It was just over.
It happens.
But
I did try to warn you, man. I was trying to be like one of the Starks in Game of Thrones, let you know winter was coming, Fizz. The White Walkers were coming to dash your Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, well, listen, Green Bay damn sure brought the winner with them. That's for damn sure. Wasn't no question about that. So look, man, we ain't even tapping with the chat, man. We've been having a good conversation. Don't even seem like they asked us about no real question. Hey, I could talk fantasy too, you know. We ain't bring it up tonight, but we can still, talk a little bit of the game. I always tell my guys, I'm not a real analytics guy, right? So just a little history on how I play fantasy. I got a show about this soon, but just to bring it up. Me personally, we talked about confidence, right? I just believe in who I draft. Lamar Jackson is my QB1. I don't care what nobody tell me. You can show me every list that you got. Lamar Jackson will be the QB1 this year. 100% to me. If he not, he might be QB3, but at least he close enough that I'm not like I took Bo Nix and I'm saying Bo Nix is QB1. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't believe in drafting the team where I got a whole list of a rankings draft versus guys that I want. Like, I'm gonna take CeeDee Lamb if I can get him. I'm not gonna kill myself over him. But if every draft I took, it was Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase right there. I took CeeDee Lamb. Now, every piece of paper told me not to do that, but I'm going to get my guy, So there's always ways to do it, but it's okay to just go get your guy when it makes sense. And if you got CeeDee Lamb literally 2 spots behind the 2 top guys, there's nothing wrong with just getting your guy because things like last year could happen. So, now don't get me wrong. I watch Mike, Adam, Cooper, Debra. I watch all these people and watch their analytic minds, and I take notes from them. But when it come to draft day, I'm gonna add 10% of salt from them, and the rest of them season is coming from here, man. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna always do what I want to do. So it's different ways to do it, man. But there's nothing wrong with just going with your guy, man. Because if you got especially in Dynasty, you got a Dynasty team and you want to be in this league for 5 years,
right?
You don't want a team that you copied off a piece of paper and you drafted. Because when that team don't win, you're gonna quit the league. You're gonna say, man, I don't even like this team anyway. You know what I'm saying? So at least if you're gonna lose with your guys, man. You feel a little more happier losing with your people. So that's how I Dynasty, man.
Hey, I get it. Just different for me, right? Playing in 45 plus.
Oh yeah. You another stratosphere, man. You out of this world, man.
If I just drafted off my biases, I'd probably lose a lot.
No, what you do sometime though, like even now.
Oh yeah, what?
Saquon all of a sudden, Saquon is your man now. Saquon, you wasn't taking Saquon much last year, but since he on the Eagles, you gotta have a little bit of Saquon.
Oh, I had some Saquon last year too.
Oh no, I ain't saying you. I'm not saying you thought he was trash.
You know, do you right now? I got way too much Saquon.
For sure, that's what I'm saying, man. You got some doo-doo, got that doo-doo brown on, That's
actually too. It ain't even doo-doo brown.
That's the Wentz. That's
I had
Wentz.
To bust out the old Carson Wentz jersey from back in the day. Just one
the
time.
MVP, huh?
I haven't worn this thing in like 3 years, buddy.
Hey, look at my boy Trip Crown right here. Malik Neighbors won. Get your guy, man. I don't care what nobody tell you. Get your people, man.
So for you, between those two guys, Rome and Neighbors, who do you like? Who's your guy out of those two?
Neighbors. And it's not just situation. It's just me personally, the player. But honestly, if you want to go situation, I believe what else is around Neighbors?
Nothing.
No, you know what I'm saying? Now, even if Waller doesn't retire, it's still nothing around Neighbors. So Adunze literally could be possibly the best receiver on his team, but it might not show for maybe 2 or 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So he might be the best on paper, but on the field, he has a lot going on. Even DeAndre Swift is going to catch passes. So it's not much he can do to separate himself in that room. But Neighbors, man, he can get 120 targets easy with that team.
I think with that one, like between the two, right? Not even just looking at profiles or whatever. I like both of them. I really do, and I don't care who you take between the two.
Mm-hmm.
I think my only argument is like Rome should be in that conversation too. I think.
Oh yeah.
But between the two, it's kind of like if I got to comp them to anybody, it's like trying to compare Jamar Chase and Devontae Adams, where I can understand where the Neighbors thing comes from because Jamar Chase's game is a little more sexier than Devontae Adams.
Mm-hmm.
It just is. Like if you had to tell me I got to go out and watch a wide receiver all the time, I'm going to gravitate towards that big play guy, right? The guy who might break a tackle or two and then house it, where Devontae Adams is more that technician type. So I get it between the two of them. Like Neighbors is damn near 10 times more sexy than Rome.
Sure.
But Rome's good too.
Nah. Listen, I ain't knocking Rome because if you took Rome over Neighbors, I'm not mad at you. You know, like I said, go get your guy. I just think situation-wise, Neighbors is in a better position right away. Now, if you want to talk about quarterback situation, Rome got that too. So it's neck and neck when you talk about situations because what are we looking at in the quarterback room for Neighbors for the next 2-3 years? We really don't even know.
Yeah.
You know, at least Rome has a secure situation. We just don't know his role in the offense behind the two other veterans that, you know, is on the team. So
yeah.
But I like either or. Honestly, that's a situation I 100% say get your guy. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm taking Marv number one. That's no question. So that's not even a debate on that.
Did you see did he finally sign his NFLPA deal?
They said it was something with the Fanatics or something. He said he had a problem with them, so that's why he ain't signed it. So I'm not sure if he signed it yet or not, but
I don't want to play fucking Madden this year with wide receiver 18.
Yeah, that's hey, look, he going to the Michael Jordan 99 jersey, man. You know
what the fuck did they call Bill Belichick on Madden for all them years? Because he didn't have a deal or a licensing deal with EA Sports either.
Damn, you're right. Because Barry Sanders just took his away, so Madden ain't gonna have Barry no more.
So it used to be like Chad Masters or something. They just fucking make up a name for the New England coach.
Yeah, it wasn't good, man. It wasn't good. What we got going on here? Will, what is the better strategy for stashing running backs in Dynasty to flip for picks? Rookies behind stud running back Shipley or the lack of competition, Tyron Tracy?
Ooh.
Flipping running backs for picks. It's kind of tough to flip running backs for picks these days, bro. People.
Well, right now it is, right? But let's just put ourselves in season. And I would say that'll be my answer in season. It'll be lack of competition, right? Tyron Tracy's got a better path to early 100%. And having some sort of value, and if you wanted to get a pick out of him, than Shipley does. Shipley needs an injury in order. He might need two injuries.
The same situation we just brought up with Neighbors in Rome is literally almost like the same situation with this.
With these two running backs, yeah.
Exactly. Tracy is right behind Devin Singletary, and he's on a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
So he can be out of the door at any moment, and Tracy could be the one. I mean, Eric Gray is there, but I haven't heard a word about him since he's been there. So Tracy is literally next up. You know, could be number one. I mean, anything can happen in the preseason. He go out there and, you know, these days, man, coaches they don't care about these names, man. Coaches go off what they see. And if you out there balling, Devin Singletary will be getting paid on the bench if Tracy goes out there and shows that he's the better running back. So I would definitely say Tracy has the better chance, 100%, to start.
Yeah, if that's your goal, just to flip for picks, think about the time aspect of it too, right? So that's going to come into play for you. You got to sit on Shipley a little bit longer, and you're still hoping for an injury. Where Tracy's, like you said, Fizz, shit, he could win that job in training camp of all things.
100%.
I don't think Will Shipley's unseating Saquon Barkley in training camp.
No, indeed. No. And even if he do, Jalen Hurts, he going to have to fight for competition with running and push and all that. So, yeah, it's going to be tough for Shipley, man. Did we get a chance to watch the Brady roast? Nah, bro, I ain't watched it, man. I looked and saw it was 3 hours. I said, oh hell no, I gotta watch this on a date. I ain't got nothing to do. So
it is
I ain't watched
long.
it yet.
I did watch the whole thing. Finished it up the other day.
And, I heard it was funny though.
And he's right, man. He's right. He's right. Bill Belichick's funny fucker.
For real. Well,
he's a funny
I think
fucker.
that might have boosted him of getting a job on the TV. I heard they offering them some jobs on TV. So the roast probably helped a lot.
Peyton did say on the roast too. I didn't read about it anywhere else. I just heard on the roast that Bill's
the Manning cast
with him on the Manning cast. So
yeah, I read about that online. So I mean, I could see it though.
I mean, he's got one guy on there who he beat the shit out of all the time, and another guy he can never win a Super Bowl against.
Facts.
I think that's gonna be fun.
He sound like the host at this point. It need to be his show.
It might be. He's got to play point guard. No, Fizz, you get a chance to check it out. It's good. It's worth it.
Oh no,
there's some guys who got up there and you're like, boo, get the fuck off the stage. Like that wasn't good. But then there was some where I was like, I am literally laughing out loud, right? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, oh, I gotta keep this shit down. My wife's sleeping.
Yeah, nah. Like I said, when I saw it was 3 hours, I said, man, I ain't got enough time to do this. But when I get off, I know Mother's Day Sunday, so Monday I'll probably tap in or something, man.
It was good. It was good. I hope they do more. E and I talked about it on America's Game this week. Like, I hope they do some other like famous athletes, right? I want to see Chuck get roasted. I want to see Charles Barkley up there get roasted. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, plus now that I say that, man, any ladies on, shout out to the mothers, man. Happy Mother's Day from South Harmon. I don't know how many women want to hear us talk about what we talking about, but if you here today, we glad you're here today, So
appreciate you.
I ain't mad at you.
Maybe this is their Mother's Day gift.
Hey, yeah, look, this is my Mother's Day gift. So there you go. Don't ask me for nothing else, man. I appreciate it.
I'm out.
What we got? We're gonna ask a couple more questions before we get up out of here. If y'all got some, go ahead, drop them in the chat. Chef TB, Dante Miller worth a stash.
I'm keeping it real. I have no idea who the fuck Dante.
Hey, bro, I was just about to say, Kendrick Miller, yeah, maybe, but I don't know who that is,
who the fuck Dante Miller is.
Damn,
I gotta look.
I'm sorry, man. Dang, bro, you kind of threw me with a loop with that one, man. I should have had.
I know a lot of Millers. I don't know a Dante.
Yeah, Dante Miller. That's a tough one, brother. We're gonna have Mike do some research on that, bro.
I'm looking.
Yeah. Well, I ain't never shout out, man, my boy E for the super chat. I ain't never shout out the super chatters, man.
Biggest bust in an NFL team?
Let me see. Oh, on your NFL team. I'm sorry, bro. I missed this question a minute ago.
Oh, this one's easy for me. I'll let you go though.
Oh, damn.
Dallas. Biggest bust is Dallas Cowboys.
It's hard for me to say the biggest bust. Do you mean who we drafted or who we had on the team?
Could be either.
Because that's a big question too.
I mean, if you drafted them, technically they were on the team, so it fits too, right?
I know. I'm saying like somebody we traded for and they was like trash. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they were ass.
And it's wild because I literally saw this earlier, so I'm gonna use him as an example. I don't think he was the biggest bust, but I gotta throw out my boy Claiborne out there, man. Claiborne was remember we traded up for him from like 14, traded up from the 14th spot to number 6, and we took him in the 6th spot, and I just knew he was about to lock it down out there. And no indeed, man. No indeed. I'm gonna say Morris Claiborne, man. I don't want to say he's the worst one, but that's the one I can think of off the top of my head that we drafted because we gave up extra picks to go get him. Yeah, I'm gonna say Claiborne, man.
So Dante Miller's a rookie running back for the Giants too, went undrafted out of South Carolina.
Okay.
5'9",
Well,
hey, to your question though, like, I'll fuck it. In deep leagues, I'll throw a dart at Dante Miller. Why not?
Yeah,
the running back room above him ain't great.
I was about to say if he's with the Giants,
potentially,
if he's with the Giants, 100%, bro.
I've been sleeping on that one. I didn't think I was going to come on Friday night and add somebody to my star list.
That's it. Hey, we about to go
to
an
an SEC school, and he actually produced there too.
We're going to sleep an app right now, brother. Appreciate you.
Not bad. I'll take a fucking dart throw. And if he's nothing or he gets cut or practice squatted or whatever, then you just cut his ass. It's easy.
Yeah.
Biggest bust for the Eagles. This one's easy every single year. Any Eagles fan should tell you the same guy. I should tell you the same fucking guy. The goddamn fireman we drafted who was 28 years old. Andy Reid did this shit to us. We drafted a fireman at offensive guard, right? He was a fireman, so it was a good story, and that's what they fucking put out. He was 28 fucking years old when we drafted him, Fizz. 28.
Hey, listen.
We took him in the first round. Like, that's what, like, you took him in the 6th round, I'd be like, what we drafted a dude in the 6th round for? They took him in the first. Danny fucking Watkins. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I respect him being a fireman. I'm pretty sure he's Canadian, so like the Canadians
he's a volunteer,
don't fucking
man.
hate me.
Show him some love, Mike. Show him some love, man.
No. It's like it's as bad as when the Browns drafted Brandon Whedon in the first round.
So I'm gonna ask you right now. This ain't the dog man, but how do you feel about Carson Wentz as a bust?
I can't say he was a bust because up until that ACL injury, the dude was going to win MVP.
but he. I'm just saying for what he gave you though. I know he got injured. I'm just saying for you taking him high and what he gave you as a Philadelphia Eagle.
He probably wouldn't even be on the top 50 list of busts.
You don't think so? Okay.
No. I give you Mike Mamula.
I mean, I just say this to me. He is to me. Not that I hate y'all, but I feel like for what the fans really thought he was going to be, it just didn't work out. So I'm not going to say a top 10 bust, top 5, but I do feel like he was a bust for where he went and the expectations of, Nick Foles winning the Super Bowl and then he bouncing back and still, I mean, I'm sure I got plenty of buzz I can go through. The Claiborne one hit me because I saw it earlier. So somebody must have saw that same post and wanted to ask me this question.
So here, I give you a list, like just everybody before Carson Wentz, and these are recent ones. So, like where I say his list of being on bust is tough. These are first round picks: Jalen Reagor, Andre Dillon.
Oh no, hold on. Yeah, he in front of Wentz, man. I would never disrespect Wentz like that.
Derek Barnett.
Damn. Oh, and you know what's so crazy, Mike? Y'all took him in front of us, and I wanted Barnett so damn bad, man. I was mad. I called my brother, like, bro, y'all done took my man. Thank you for doing it, though. Thank you, sir.
Nelson Aguilar.
Damn.
You remember Marcus Smith out of Louisville? There's a big-ass bus. Outside linebacker.
And you talking about recent guys. You ain't even going in there.
Marcus Smith was 2014. Danny Watkins was 2011. Broderick Bunkley. You're a Florida State fan. I like Broderick too, but he didn't do shit ever.
Nah, listen. He said ever.
Ever. Mike Patterson out of USC. Jerome McDougal was okay. Freddie Mitchell.
Yeah.
He had one fucking catch, Fizz.
Hey, listen. He sound like Dante.
Fourth and 26.
Hey,
that was
listen, man. All right, Mike. I think you done beat me to it, man. I'm gonna leave Wentz alone, man.
But I'm glad I looked up the list because I got another NFL rapper, Freddie Mitchell. It was terrible.
Hey, look, shout out Eli Manning too, man. He got them Oreo raps, man. My boy Eli be kicking some game, man.
Was the end of Wentz's tenure disappointing? Yes. Like we hope for more, but I'll never knock the guy because he came out and he won. Took us to the playoffs.
I feel like Wentz is a confidence guy. Wentz remind me of Baker Mayfield. When the confidence is low around him, he don't play good, man. When he's in Washington, the fans hated him so much. I knew when Reverb put him back in the game, I said, bro, take him out, man. Because
we talked about this a little bit earlier, but think about the situation, right? The guy was playing at an MVP level, and you can debate me all you want. He was going to win that fucking thing if he finished that year healthy. He was 100%. Winning the MVP.
He was.
The position the Eagles were in and how well Wentz was playing. He was winning that fucking thing. He goes down with a serious injury, tears his ACL. His backup quarterback comes in and wins the Eagles their first ever Super Bowl.
For sure.
They're greasing up fucking poles. They're greasing up poles in Philly. The celebration, I'm losing my fucking mind. Every Philly fan is losing his mind. Comes back the next year. And the whole offseason, everybody's talking about, should Wentz actually start or should it be Nick? Nick just won us a Super Bowl. You think about how that plays into it. In the second something starts to go wrong, or he's not playing up to, coming off that knee injury, not playing up to his standard, the calls for Nick Foles were rampant. His confidence was fucking gone.
It was
gone. And he's not Peyton Manning. He wasn't Dan Marino. He wasn't one of these elite quarterbacks with this supreme confidence that could overcome it. Like, fuck, y'all are wrong.
For sure.
Like, I'm the dude. I'm the man. I'm him. It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
We talk about all these rookie quarterbacks. This is some of the same shit's going to happen to one or two of them, right? Like, I think Drake May is awesome, but you go into New England and shit doesn't go right for you right away. Are you that guy who can rise above this shit, or are you going to go right in the fucking toilet?
That's why I said the best thing for them is to play defense, man. Don't give him too much on his plate first year. You know he don't have nothing to throw to anyway, so why make him throw the ball and look crazy? You know what I'm saying? Just tone the offense down, run the ball, play defense, man, and get him through. Just get him through year one. We don't expect y'all to win much anyway. Get them through year one. Get them some confidence. Hey, we got some help coming next year. We got some money in free agency. We gonna hook you up. But year one, don't give them a whole feast and tell them let's eat. You know.
I think that's probably why Jaden Daniels, like, I trust the most out of it, because you look at Washington. Yes, they didn't address their offensive line, and it's the Commanders, but. Listen, Fizz, you live in the area, but even a lot of Commanders fans that I know personally that don't live in the area that are Commanders fans, they know their team is shit, and they've been shit for a while, and it's been downhill. They're like, I just can't wait for Snyder to leave. Like, fuck. Our stadium's got, like, shit pipes breaking and poop falling out in the middle of games. This is terrible.
That's why I refuse to go.
That's where they come from. So if Jane Daniels comes out, like, even if he were to throw 2 interceptions, but he ran for 75 yards and juked a dude and got in the end zone, they're going to be like, hey, get him some fucking help. That's our guy, right? That's our guy. They're going to rally around that kind of player.
Because he gives them hope of RG3. That when you mirror him, I knew. That's why I've been saying it for so long. It's Jaden Daniels or nothing. It's either take Jaden Daniels or trade out of it. Because I know these people in this city, man, and they will give him a pass. But if they had Drake May, I'm telling you, if he looked like Carson Wentz or Taylor Heineke by week 8, his confidence is gonna be shot, man. They're going the boo birds is coming, man. I know it.
But if you play for one of these more delusional fan bases,
yeah,
and I will include Philly in this.
I was about to say like us,
Philly, Dallas, Chicago, whether they want to fucking hear it or not, most of their fans are delusional. Like, Chicago sports fans are pretty fucking delusional. Okay, Boston, the New England fans after their dynasty, like, they're delusional now at this point, right? You play in one of these situations and it doesn't go your way. The fan base eats your ass up and they spit you right out. So look back to, like, Carson Wentz. Look to the New York fans with Zach Wilson. This shit happens constantly. I don't know. Is Denver, like, I don't meet too many Denver fans. Like, they're not the most vocal. Maybe it's because weed's legal out there and everybody's just having a good time getting high and skiing.
They can barely breathe out there, Mike. The air quality ain't that good. They not about to argue with you if they can't breathe, man. Just
tough on your lungs. I don't know. They don't feel like a delusional fan base, so I think it'd be more the outside media, like people like us, who would be shitting on Bo Nix if he's terrible early, but maybe he's not in the worst situation. But Drake May, Caleb Williams, Vikings fans are hit or miss.
Yeah,
they're hit or miss. They're not as bad as Bears fans.
They don't expect much anyway, so they just happy to have a team, man. They ain't got nothing going on. Hey, nah, D bro, look, shout out to D bro, man. I'm glad you're here, my boy. He included Philly. They delusional. He included.
Oh, them. I know for sure we're delusional. It's crazy too, because there for a while I was delusional to the other end of the spectrum, where they're like, "Hey, Philly's gonna have a good team," and I'm like, "You're fucking crazy. We're terrible. Can't wait till we lose." I'm ready for the misery. It's kind of like me being an Iowa Hawkeyes fan. I know our defense plays well, but I know that offense gonna be dog shit.
Mike, I get shit all the time when people tell me, man, how you a real fan and you want y'all to lose? And I say, bro, if we not gonna win the Super Bowl, ain't no point of us winning 11 games. I'm trying to lose these games, man. When I know we in a losing mode and we ain't trying to win, man, ain't no point of winning, man. Hey, let's just cut ties, man. Let's lose it out.
Like Reese Bobby said, if you ain't first, you're last.
Hey, I'm tired of picking 23, 24, 22. Let's pick 2, man. Let's get it popping,
Yeah, let's get Marvin Harrison with CeeDee Lamb.
Exactly.
Let's do
How do
that
you get better and you losing winning pointless games? The Commanders, perfect example. I argue with them all the time because that's my home base. They wanted to win so many games last year, and I'm telling them, bro, you know your team isn't good. You tell me that you need a quarterback, but you want to keep winning games. You wouldn't have Jaden Daniels if you would have won one more game. So be happy that I was telling you that you should be losing those games, bro. Because if you won one extra game, you might not have Jaden Daniels right now.
Could you imagine the Washington Commanders being quarterbacked by Bo Nix?
Hey, listen, you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them, man. And when you know your team bad, stop cheering for them to win, man. Ain't no point. Not saying that you know who to draft, but you know.
Ooh, baby. This is a big boy trade right here.
Oh, yeah. Look, we gonna get into trade buckets, and this gonna be the last one. We're gonna end it with this one, man. We appreciate everybody that's here tonight. I didn't even know we was 120 in, man. We've been talking so good. D-Bro, man, you missed the rapper breakdown. You can check us out later, bro.
Run that one back. That was a good one.
That's it. Yo, hold on. Super fan car. Yeah, get Car out of here, man. Mike know how I feel about Car, man. Don't get me started with that guy, man.
Take that car to the fucking junkyard.
Hey, Mike,
$400 for it.
Hey, Mike, get them parts, man. You the parts guy. Get them parts for that car, man.
They don't make parts to fix that car. How about that? Somebody said I had a terrible joke earlier. How about that one? Was that good? Was that better than the
with my button at? All right, trade buckets. We got you, Playboy. Then we gonna head out. 12 team, start 10.5 tight end premium. Give St. Brown, G. Will, Drake London, Russ. Get the 107 and the 107. Get Kyler, Puka, Flowers, Kincaid, 103 and 106. So it's a start 10.5 tight end premium. Give St. Brown, G. Will, Drake London, Russ, and the 107.
All right, let me break it down like how I like to do it in my head.
I'm about to say,
I'll start canceling pieces out because that's the easiest way for me to do the trades.
Yeah.
For the Kyler
names alone, I'm going with one side, but go ahead, I got you.
What on the left side, like his give side, would you give up to just get Kyler, for example? Like I would give Russ in the 107, no question about
100%.
Ship that
honestly,
shit out the fucking
you just
door.
giving up the 107. Russ isn't even really. It's just a throw.
But you can include him and take him out of the deal. Yeah. Would you give up like a Garrett Wilson or a Drake London included to go from a Russ to a Kyler?
I don't know about include. It depends on how bad I needed a quarterback, but I wouldn't give up the 107 and Garrett Wilson for Kyler though. That'd be tough.
So you wouldn't give up the 107 or one of those wide receivers for Kyler?
If I had to pick a receiver, I would say Garrett Wilson because I feel like he's the lowest to me. I'm going Drake London over
Garrett Wilson.
So
if I told you it was Garrett Wilson, Russ, and the 107, you just get Kyler. Would you feel like is it at least close enough, like where you can put it 100%, on that slide? Okay,
100%.
So let's
100%.
go with that part. You feel like maybe you're giving up a little too much though, so it's a little bit of a loss. All right, so that leaves you with Amon-Ra and Drake London left.
Drake London.
You get Puka, Flowers, the 103,
Kincaid,
and the 106.
Yeah, that's all I'm about to say, bro. I didn't even have to do all that breaking down, but that right side is literally, it's like a clean sweep to me. It's a bring out the broom.
Slam dunk.
Like
so even if I did it the other way and try to cancel it out, right? I'm doing some fucking we'll call this dynasty dynasty algebra here, right?
Mm-hmm.
X plus Y equals Z or whatever the fuck that was. I'm stupid, so I forget all that stuff. But Amon-Ra, Garrett Wilson, or the 103 and the 106.
You say Amon-Ra and Garrett Wilson?
And Garrett Wilson, or the 103 and the 106.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to take the 103 and 106.
Okay. All right. So now those two are out. Drake London or Puka and Zay Flowers.
I'm going to take Puka and Zay Flowers, man. All
right. Now that leaves you with Russ and the 107, but in return, you get Kyler and Dalton Kincaid.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to be honest, trade buckets. I hope this isn't a like sitting and you waiting to press the button, because bro, you need to press this button right now. Like it's
Smash the shit out of that thing.
yeah, it's no way that second side is not even close.
I get
to
it
that,
though. When you put these trades, like these trades come through, whether it's sleeper or MFL
yeah,
or whatever the
it
fuck
looks
you're
crazy.
playing on, you got all this shit to sift through. It's a lot. Just like some free advice here. The easiest way, because I'm a big dumbass, I like to do it is I just like start canceling some out. Take a couple pieces and like, okay,
For
this is
sure.
close. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just keep a mental note like, oh, I won this part. Oh, I slightly lost this part, or I feel like it was just a little. Keep it just a little mental note or a little checklist or whatever, and then finish the rest of the deal out. And if the rest of the shit is a slam dunk, you're like, I don't give a fuck that I lost that little part on the first things that I canceled out, because I majorly dunked on them on the rest of this.
Yeah, I mean, when you line it up, if you look at Kyler, Puka, the 103 and the 106, Flowers and Kincaid are throw-ins to me at this point.
So
Like
really, you're getting Kyler, Jaden Daniels, let's say Rome Odunze, Zay Flowers, Dalton Kincaid.
yeah, man, like, bro, those. I hope
Like,
you
what
not
you're giving up
decide. I hope
is
yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
for sure.
shit, I love that
Yeah,
deal.
yeah. Please send that. Accept
Somebody
that
send that shit to me in one of my
and
leagues.
collect
Find
your
one.
money, Playboy. Buckets, man. We appreciate the question, but go do that right now, man. I know.
D-Bros on it too. Give him the
Yeah. Yeah, man, that was a tough one, man. I know I said that was the last one. We're gonna go ahead and do this last question, man. We're gonna head up out of here, man. Let's see what we got, Chemo. Defending champ with a stacked roster besides the QB room. The only QBs are Dak and Fields. Would you send a late 25 first for Kirk Cousins and try to run it back? 12-team super flex start 9.
No chance.
No.
Not now.
Not for Kirk Cousins.
Right
Unless you have Penix, then it makes sense. But if not, I'm not. I don't even know if I could do that for Kirk Cousins though. Not a first though. Well, I don't know if I had Penix, I would think about it though. I would think about it.
You could probably get that done like week 2 when Kirk is playing and playing well.
Yeah,
and that's still his price in week 2. I think if I'm doing it to get a second quarterback with Dak and Fields just being my third pivot, hopefully he gets the job right. I'm trying to get that second quarterback. I think if I do it, like I got a long list of guys I'd rather buy if the cost is a 25 first, like the slot in there. Kirk is not very high on that list.
Nah,
like there's a lot of other dudes I'd really try first.
I feel like nobody should be trading for Kirk Cousins unless they have Michael Penix, because you just don't know what the outcome is with this Kirk Cousins situation. So if you don't have,
I'll trade for him if it's like a 206 or something like
that.
Oh
yeah. That's I meant like first, anything close to a first.
I ain't giving you a fucking first. No way.
Yeah.
No, good.
Nope. But I think we should hold off on that one.
So let me ask you. You hate Derek Carr, rightfully so. I don't think he's anything special, but
at all.
If I told you the price was to get Kirk Cousins for a 25 first or Derek Carr for some random, probably late 25 second, what would you rather put on just to like slot a dude into your superflex?
Yeah. Now, why would you do this to me, Mike? You know I don't like Carr, man.
I just tried to make you say that.
But I'm keeping my first though, bro. I'm gonna keep my first because we might see 1 year Kirk. We might see no years of Kirk. We don't know yet because they drafted Michael Penix at the 108 and they clearly had plans for him to play. So if I can keep my first by any means, I'm gonna do it. And I would, by all means, it will hurt my soul. I would take the Derek Carr side, take that second, give up the second, and then, pray that he does good for 5 games.
6 games. Like I would buy Matt Stafford for the same thing. Fuck, if you really wanted to and you wanted to like go the youth route, man. Look, I don't know if Will Levis is actually good. All I know is the Titans have said we are going to not let us be the reason Will Levis fails. If he's going to suck, he's going to suck because Will Levis sucks. But we're giving him all kinds of receivers. We're drafting him offensive line. We're bringing in Tony Pollard to go with Tajay Spears. Like they're putting weapons around Will Levis. I'd pay late 25 first for Will Levis, and I think more likely than not, that's a deal you could get done.
100%. And I feel like I'm not sure how long Will Levis has, but I do know they giving him everything that he needs to perform this year. So hopefully he can make it happen and they keep him. And in this league, man, we so fast on moving on the quarterbacks and not giving them time. And I mean, I get it, D bro. I get it, man. I know Levis is
Yeah,
but
once upon a time, I said the same thing about Jordan Love, and by once upon a time, I mean this time last year.
I'm gonna say this. I said that about Ryan Tannehill, and he lasted in the league for a long time, man. Tannehill, you know, and I'm not praising Tannehill by no means, but he found a way to keep a job, keep an offense. He won the AFC a couple times, so you know they're giving Levis everything he need. If he can't make it, he's gone. But it's worth a late second versus a first for Kirk Cousins, who could be gone next year, sitting on the bench. So
I'll throw out a couple other names, and you just tell me whether you would rather get these guys or Kirk Cousins at this point. Bryce Young.
Oh, Bryce Young, ain't no question.
Baker Mayfield.
Hey, happy Baker is a good Baker, man. As long as he's happy, man, I'm gonna take Baker, man.
And Deshaun Watson.
Listen, I'm high on Deshaun Watson this year than a lot of people, so I'm the wrong guy to ask. I feel like Deshaun Watson. It's not saying a lot, saying he's gonna have his best season in Cleveland since that he's ever had, because he haven't had one. But it won't be the Houston Texans Deshaun Watson, but he gotta be sitting in that locker room looking at what Joe Flacco did with Amari Cooper and Joku, and having Jerry Jeudy added to the team. And that gotta motivate him, man. Because if that don't, I don't know what else is. But to look at Joe Flacco come in there and almost take my job, I'm gonna stand on business when I step on that field. So I'm high on Deshaun Watson.
So
go trade for him.
He only played in 5 full games last year. 5.
Mm-hmm.
But he was top 10 in 3 of the 5 games he played. And I think even Cleveland fans, Deshaun Watson truthers would tell you it didn't really feel like even in those games he was clicking or played well. But at the end of the day, he was still top 10 in fantasy points in 3 out of the 5 games he played.
He got Jerry Jeudy. He got Amari Cooper on a 1-year deal. Coop gonna go out there and try to get another deal. So
and he got Jamari Thrash.
Hey, he got Charles Tillman. He got a million people in that receiver room, man. So
we were talking about NFL rappers, so I just had to like pull some obscure name at wide receiver that Cleveland drafted.
All right, Mike. Well, look, man. You know it's Fizzle Friday, man. I'm glad everybody here. I appreciate y'all coming through for the first episode. It's gonna be every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. If I gotta miss one, I'll keep your head. But the game is to never miss one. So I'm glad y'all here. Before we leave up out of here, man, I gotta ask you, man, since we already spoke on the rappers earlier, we spoke on the battles and this and that. 2 questions: the best diss track of all time and your favorite rapper of all time. We're gonna leave out on that, man.
Oh, best diss track though, that's easy one. I am impartial to like that from Kendrick just because it's so recent and I keep playing it over and over. Right. But that's not the one I'm gonna put as the best. The best one of all time, Eminem's response to Machine Gun Kelly with Kill Shot was good night. Fucking see you later.
Hey, I read something today that Machine Gun Kelly was the first rapper to bring a shovel to his own grave, man. So
and listen, I know it wasn't really directed, like it wasn't considered a diss track back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But when Tupac starts a song with "fuck your I fucked your bitch."
Hey, listen. Hey, Mike. Game. Hey, look, the first 3 words, game over, man.
Yeah. So that one's definitely up there. Favorite rapper's a tough one because there's so many good ones. Like it's just the length, man. It's the length of where I am. Eminem has just been a giant part of my life for the entirety. For sure. I think for me though, like 50 is one of the most underrated rappers, underappreciated as a whole. I know in pop culture he's very, but nobody ever really brings him up in like the greatest like lyricist of all time. And you go back and listen to some of 50 shit. I'm like, God.
And Mike, listen. If you just listen to 50's first album, he don't have to make music after that. His first album was
done. Yeah.
He didn't have to make that. Granted, he had the G Unit songs. He had the 8 Mile soundtrack. But that first album, he doesn't have to make one song after that. And he's going to be a legend after that first album, man.
And I think part of it is tough for me, too, because I'm trying to put out individuals, but probably the biggest influence on my life as like rappers. So if I had to put the best, it would be as a group and it was anybody really associated with 3 6 Mafia. Just that culture, that style, that swagger that they brought. You know, I grew up on that stuff, so it's hard to pinpoint one because I can't just like if I go Juicy J's the best rapper alive or Project Pat, like people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? But no, like as a whole in a collective, they're the Infinity Stones, right? They're Thanos.
That's my boy right here. It's my boy right here, man. McNutty know about that Project Pat, man.
Throw them thumbs up.
Hey, throw them thumbs up. You know how it go, man. Okay, D bro, I see you close one to Pac, man. You had brought up a yeah, man. You know me. I'm the rapper, man. So I had to ask a couple of these rap questions, man.
Who you got? Definitive. End of the day.
What, number one?
Yeah, number one for you.
It's almost like sports, right? We always say who's the GOAT, but it really goes by eras. That's why I was a trick question to ask you who the number one, because really, it's really no number one, man, to be honest. But
it's true, and it is kind of like sports too. It's by position, right? Like Tom Brady's the GOAT of playing quarterback.
Exactly.
But I can tell you, like, if you just want to talk about lyricists, Nas might be the GOAT in lyricists. You want to talk about like production quality.
Listen.
Or, you know, when I talk about the vibe, the feel, like I'll get out my motherfucking chair for this one. Like that is a different like category almost.
Yeah, nah. I ain't go ahead, D bro, man. I ain't sidestepping, bro. Why? If I had to say my number one, and the only reason why I'm gonna say my number one because it was like literally how I came up. It would be Tupac, man, and it was really because I'm talking about I'm 4 years old, 5 years old. My father's playing, you know, all of it in the car. You know what I'm saying? So growing up, listening to Pac and really embracing his whole movement was how I came up. Now, I graduated into my own, you know, when you start getting older, you listen to your own music. It was Lil Wayne in high school. Lil Wayne was nobody. The Carter one, the Drought one, the Squad Ups, all those mixtapes. Wayne was 100% in this city. Anywhere in Maryland, I promise you, you was not gonna not hear Lil Wayne. And then we had the, like you said, the 3-6, the Gucci Man era, and I'm not, if people hit Gucci, they thinking like, I'm not talking about lyrics as a rap. I'm just saying the movements and the waves of what was going on. You know, when you listen to certain things, like when trap music hit, man, nobody wanted to hear lyrics no more, man. It was Young Jeezy, it was Gucci, man. It was just like, I'm listening to trap, and they ain't even talk about nothing, but this is what I need to hear. So I would say, man, if I had to listen to one artist the rest of my life, it would be Pac, man. Pac got so many different channels that he'll give you this gangster, he'll give you the Brenda's Got a Baby. He gonna give you every channel you need. So whatever mood you in, he gonna give you that. So I'm gonna go Pac, man. But I had my faves. Hold on, D bro. Now, don't get me started on Master P. Now, ain't no limit out here. Ain't no limit out here with P, Playboy. You know that, man. I see you, man. I see you.
Nah.
Yeah,
I know about Master P too.
Hey, look, man. I like how this show went, man. You know, you know me. I ain't really into the real analytics, the datas. I just like talking my talk, walking my walk. But I love what you guys bring. I love what everybody brings to the game. My guy like D-Bro. I study y'all, and then I just take a little bit of it and I just stash it in the cut. You know, I'm going to still do what I want, but I take what y'all give me. And shout out to D-Bro and Thor, man, because that podcast they got, I'm telling you right now, it's a lot of players that I didn't even care about that I'm like, oh, okay, I got a draft coming up this week. Let me write this dude down, man. So shout out to them. Shout out to my guys, and shout out to everybody on the South Harmon, man. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad y'all here. And shout out to the MVP, Mike McNutty, man, for coming on with your boy. He hollered at me. He said, what's good? Pop the champagne, Mike. We gonna get it cracking, man. But we out of this thing. Glad y'all here. Give me a one time, Mike.
Love you, y'all.
We out of this thing.